Today we begin the ALCS between the Oakland Athletics and the Baltimore Orioles. Game number 1 at Pandora Field features Gavin Williams on the hill for the Oakland A's. He had an alright regular season, looking for a better postseason, gets Anthony Santander just to look at it and strike out. Later, it's Adley Rutschman, and Rutschman thrown out at first base. And we go to the bottom half where Grayson Rodriguez will take the hill and go to work. He's had a great postseason thus far in his one start. Looking to continue, and he does just that, getting the strikeout of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Gavin Williams continues his work in the top of the second, getting Ryan Mountcastle to strike out. And then it's Gunnar Henderson sitting there looking at a two-seamer. It's happened for these Oakland pitchers. They've been fooling everybody. Jonathan India swinging and missing in the bottom half, and then Jason Givens swinging and missing as well. Grayson Rodriguez has been a real pitcher's duel early in this one. Shane Eaton against Gavin Williams. He goes down swinging at the slider that comes in on him. Colton Cowser batting .312 in the postseason, but he just sits there window shopping at a four-seamer. 5 Ks for Gavin Williams at that point. Here's Taran Vavra, and that one is stopped by Vladdy, picked up, thrown onto first, but he can't get him out. So Anthony Santander, though, will swing and miss. And through the middle of the third to the bottom half, Manuel Tavares taking a rip out of it over the right field glove. Just standing and jumping, probably not a great strategy out there in right. So Tavares on second for Tyler Soderstrom. Base hit up the middle. No, and he is safe. So it is a base hit up the middle. Runners on the corners. Oscar Gonzalez goes down swinging. Grayson Rodriguez with 4 Ks. Reed Hoffman jammed. This one looking to get down, and it will not. Caught in left. Attempt to score on the sacrifice is good. Tavares crosses the plate, 1-0. Arias gets beanballed. He's not happy about it. 2 on, 2 away for Vladdy, who takes an easy ball 4. Walks him loaded. So Grayson Rodriguez in a bit of trouble against Jonathan India, who finally gets a big hit this postseason. It is not happening for him, but today he gets it done, and that'll bring home a couple of runs. Now getting a little bit greedy, caught in a rundown is Vladdy Jr., and he will end the third by getting caught. But it's a 3-0 ball game at the end of the third inning. And Adley Rutschman in the top of the fourth, just sitting there, window shopping. What is it with the best players on these teams just sitting there? 7 Ks for Gavin Williams at this point, and then look at this. On the full count, getting the swing and miss, make it 8 Ks. Manuel Tavares gets beanballed. I think Baltimore just a little frustrated in this one, taking their cheap shots. Here's Tyler Soderstrom right up the middle. You can see that was coming in on Soderstrom as well, but he just whacked it. Here's Oscar Gonzalez. He whacks this thing up the middle. That's another base hit, but Gonzalez going to get an RBI out of it. Sliding home is Tavares. It's 4-0. Reed Hoffman swinging wildly. These pitchers are coming right in on the A's. Here's Taran Vavra. He takes strike number 3, just sitting there looking. If you're not going to swing the bat, I have no sympathy. Here's Anthony Santander. He does swing the bat, and he goes down anyway. Cade Povich in the game for Baltimore, and Jason Givens takes him deep to right. That's Jason Givens' second home run of the postseason, 365 feet. And that will Givens the A's a 5-0 lead. I'll be here all week. Here's Manuel Tavares going down, swinging for 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Cade Povich trying to get through this without giving up anything else. Tyler Soderstrom pulls it into right field. It gets down. That'll have him on for Oscar Gonzalez. Gonzalez hits it high, deep to left, but staying in the ballpark to end the 6th inning, but not before Jason Givens made it a 5-0 ball game. So, we'll be back. Jackson Holiday in the top of the 7th, and this is a base hit right between Arias and Guerrero. for a leadoff single. Here's Adley Rutschman swinging and missing. At least he's swinging the bat now. That's 12 Ks for Gavin Williams. Kyle Schwarber now takes this one out to right field, and this one is off of the wall out and right. Gonzalez gets there quickly, throws it in, and it will not be a run thus far. So Michael King will come in now. That's it for Gavin Williams. One scoreless inning in his postseason, and he gets through the middle of the seventh, getting Gunnar Henderson. So Reed Hoffman up against Cade Povich. This one bloops right in there between three Orioles. That gives Vladdy Jr. this opportunity with a big gapping double. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on second with an RBI double. It's 6-0 Oakland. Tyler Wells coming in the game, a 4.26 ERA this postseason in 4 appearances. So it's not like a small sample size. Here's Jonathan India out to left center field. And that is an RBI double for India. 7-0. Big game for India today. Kenny Stevens swings, misses, and he is thrown out at first. We're through 7. Top of the 8th, Colton Cowser goes down swinging. Michael King still in there, and a full count to Taran Vavra. He gets him swinging at the sinker down low. We are going to the bottom of the 8th. Never mind, we are going to the 9th. Enyel De Los Santos, top of the 9th inning. Anthony Santander gets a leadoff base hit. Is there any hope for the Baltimore Orioles? Jackson Holliday swings and misses at the slider down and away. And so that'll bring up Adley Rutschman, and he swings at a circle change down and away. Ryan Mountcastle swings and misses as well, so all 3 outs by way of strikeout as Enyel De Los Santos shuts the door. Makes it a 7-0 shutout win. Gavin Williams makes it easy on the Athletics in game number 1 with a huge performance. So how would it go in game number 2 of this ALCS with Yuri Perez on the hill? And he's clearly been a bit of a worse pitcher than Gavin Williams all year. Jackson Holliday will take strike number 3, and he goes down in the top of the first. Kyle Muller, the opposing pitcher in this one, the former Oakland A. What would happen against him? Reed Hoffman on a 3-2 pitch takes it out to right center field and gets it to roll all the way up to the wall, and you know what happens when that happens. Reed Hoffman's digging in for third with a leadoff triple. That brings up Luis Arraez, and Arraez takes it out to left field and drives home Reed Hoffman easily, but nobody's out, and Vladdy Jr. is the first out with a slider as he swings right through that one. So Muller does get a strikeout after giving up a run, but Jason Givens comes to the plate with 2 gone, and on a 3-2 count just takes it over the right field wall, and that is the 3rd home run for him this postseason. He's been incredible. It's 3-0. Jonathan India. This one is, I guess, swung on and missed, and it should have been a strikeout and a throw. But look at this, all the way into the outfield, and the nerves getting to Baltimore. And that puts India at 3rd for Kenny Stevens to come up and get a base hit into right. You cannot be that unlucky. Here's Tyler Soderstrom. He goes down swinging. That will finally end the first inning. Into the second inning we go. There's a big swing and a miss to get Yuri Perez out of trouble. And then in the bottom half, it's Oscar Gonzalez taking it the other way, going oppo into the corner and finding himself already at second base in a leadoff situation for Luis Arraez, and he puts one down in left field, and Oscar Gonzalez just rolls it on home for the 5th run of the game. Here's Vladdy Jr., and Vladdy takes this thing out to left field and diving to make the play, but not able to make it. Puts Vladdy at second base, and that's 2 on. And that is when Bryce Miller would take the ball from the former Oakland A. Here's Manuel Tavares. He draws an easy walk there on a fastball inside, bringing up Jason Givens, who gets jammed going the other way. This one caught And nobody advances for Jonathan India to come up and hit one into left field. Now India's got the bat rolling a little bit here this postseason. 2 runners score. It's 7-0 already. Remember, we won the last game 7-0. Here's a hit into center field for Kenny Stevens. That brings home 2 more. It is 9-0. Tyler Soderstrom hits this thing out to right field. And that one will be caught shy of the warning track to finally end the second inning. I assure you, this game is on Hall of Fame hitting legend pitching. Here's Yuri Perez and Mountcastle, the last hope in this top of the third, and on a full count, he flies out. So Yuri Perez is not like he's not getting into trouble, but he's just getting out of it. Here's Reed Hoffman in the bottom of the third, and Hoffman takes it out to right. And if Reed Hoffman hits a home run against you, you are having a bad game because that man does not hit a lot of homers. 346, it's 10-0. Here's Manuel Tavares. He goes the other way with it into the left center field gap. That one's going to roll all the way up to the wall. Tavares with an easy double. And with nobody out, it's Jason Gibbons. He goes oppo field into left field. And look at this, playing so far away from the corner. Gibbons gets a ground rule double. It's 11-0. And Max Meyer, the former Marlins prospect, is coming in this one. He had an 11-3 regular season with a 3.91 ERA. And he gets Tyler Soderstrom to swing and miss. And the throw down to first is actually good this time. So it is 11-0 at the end of 4. And Roy McBride is called upon to come into this game later in it in the top of the 5th. And Ryan Mountcastle jammed with the bases loaded, and Stevens is there to make a grab. Like I said, Baltimore had guys on here. They just can't bring them in. Here's Reed Hoffman taking it out to right field over the head. And Hoffman going to get on his horse, get all the way to third with 2 triples and a homer in this game. Hoffman's been incredible. Here is a rise, and he will go ahead and be grounding out, but it's 13-0. Here's Jason Gibbons. This one's hit up the middle, and the throw to first will get Gibbons out. But there is another runner really close to coming home, and I told you it was on Hall of Fame Legend. It's on Hall of Fame Legend. I'm not lying to you. There's an out in right field at the end of the 5th. It's Kenny Stevens in the bottom of the 6th inning, and he hits this one so high, so deep, and it finally lands just shy of the wall out there and left. Kenny Stevens with a leadoff double. Oscar Gonzalez will get the base hit into left all the way into the corner. Gonzalez will get the RBI double. It's 15-0. Now I will say that the biggest margin of victory in a playoff game is 16 runs. I believe it was 23-7 was the biggest blowout ever in a playoff game, so we're close. Here's Reed Hoffman, 1 away in the bottom of the 6th inning against Cade Povich, and Hoffman takes it into right field. He finds himself rolling to second as just couldn't handle it out there in right. It's unbelievable, the defensive mistakes too. It's 16-0. We have tied the biggest margin of victory in a playoff game. And Reed Hoffman, look at this. 2 triples, a homer, and a double. He's a single shy of the cycle. Xavier Klink is in there. He gets Schwarber for out number 1. Then it is Gunnar Henderson, and he gets him right there. That's 2 gone. And Shane Eaton is up there, and he's just going to take it. 16-0. Athletics get the win, and Reed Hoffman goes 4 for 6 with a double, 2 triples, and a homer. Just that single shy of the cycle. 21 hits for the A's. Dominating performance. Unbelievable playoff game, and we'll probably never do it again, especially at these difficulty levels. Next year, probably going to move to Legend if we win a World Series this year, but we are dominating teams, and it is a 2-0 series lead. Where do you see this team going from here? Let me know. As you see the Phillies up 3-0 over the Marlins, we don't have to worry about the Padres in this postseason. Next up, it's Nasty Nestor against Julio Urias in game number 3. We've won the first 2 games by a margin of 23-0. It's incredible. Sound off in the comments section. Thank you guys for your incredible support, and thank you channel members for going above and beyond to support. And in case nobody's told you guys lately, I love you, FG fam.